Today on the Autism Channel World News, an African sleeping sickness potion gets a wake-up call as a treatment for autism. And I'll have the story of triplets that illustrates something we've just discovered in just a few weeks. We've been bringing you the Autism World News. I'm Nancy Quinones with Carl Nubile, and this is the Autism Channel World News for Wednesday, January 14th, 2015. Carl Nubile has a story of Suramin, which is a treatment for African sleeping sickness that is being considered for a whole new purpose.
In a study at the University of California, San Diego School of Medicine, researchers have used mice to expand on the knowledge that autism occurs by the interaction of many factors, and that these factors are also related to one another. They are using what they know. First, they know that autism is at least 20% genetic. They know that genes and environment act upon one another and impact metabolism. And finally, metabolic problems are a common sign of autistic symptoms. Dr. Robert K. Navio and his team set out to create a study that tested known links to autism, which are called purinergic receptors, and the nucleotides that form bonds with them. They wanted to choose a drug to inhibit a purinergic response. They chose Suramin. It's a nearly 100-year-old drug used primarily to combat African sleeping sickness, but it is impermanent and has some serious side effects, like anemia and adrenal gland failure. In the mice, a single dose did reverse the autistic effects, but only for a 5-week period. Despite the drawbacks, Phase 1 clinical trials begin later this year.
When we return, I'll have the story of something we've learned here at the Autism Channel World News in the course of interviewing people about autism. Stay with us. We'll be right back. This is the Autism Channel World News for Wednesday, January 14th. I'm Nancy Quinones.
Hello, this is Ben the Book Boy. They call me Ben the Book Boy because I like to read books a lot. You can find my show on the Autism Channel where I review books, interview authors, and rate the books with bookmarks. 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. I hope you watch my show and enjoy it. Goodbye.
Here at the Autism Channel, we often see repeating patterns in life. One of the most common is the altered career path and the backgrounds of so many people. Again and again, we find people who started out with one goal or one career path, only to find themselves changing directions because they had contact with someone with an ASD. The increase in incidence has fostered a new army of people applying their talents and intellect to autism. We leave you today with this inspiring story. Alyssa, David, and Matthew Zoltrowski are 22-year-old triplets. Alyssa and David are very successful college student athletes. Their brother Matthew was diagnosed with a low-end autism spectrum disorder as a toddler. Matthew has extremely limited communication skills and will need special care for life. Alyssa is a biopsychology student and plans to use her education and the experience with Matthew to help those with ASD. David is an engineering student at Michigan State University and Rhodes Scholarship finalist. He is also a successful member of the MSU swim team. But athletic competition is no longer his real passion. David has set his sights on pursuing a greater understanding of the brain and its functions. Inspired by the developmental challenges of his brother Matthew, David plans to study brain function. He's already developed research algorithms that may lead to better diagnosis and treatment of ASD. David is quoted in the Lansing State Journal as saying, "The end goal here is to help people with developmental disorders and disabilities to improve their lives." That's the Autism Channel World News for Wednesday, January 14th, 2015. For our news team and everyone at the Autism Channel, join us again as we continue to unlock the wonders of autism. See you next time. I'm Nancy Quinones.